Aged care is what we've been talking about for the past week now, ever since Albo's budget reply speech, and we find ourselves on the front of the Hun tomorrow. Aged care pay fears. 3 out of every 5 aged care facilities are losing money, sparking warnings that nursing homes will close if operators are forced to chip in for long-awaited pay rises for carers. The Fair Work Commission will soon finalise a multi-billion-dollar boost for underpaid aged care workers, with unions seeking a 25% raise. While Labor has vowed to pay for this in full, Josh Frydenberg on Sunday opened the door to private providers having to contribute to the bigger wages bill. Caleb, I just think that the absolute mess that our aged care system is in right now, I don't think you would ask anyone that hasn't been involved intimately with this system, who's had a loved one involved, or as a client, as they call them now, in these systems, would be happy with any type of care. There's always some issue with either nutrition or care or response to emergencies. Surely this will be an election issue, whether we like to admit it or not, and we have to sink more money into it, whether it be publicly funded or the private sector does really step up here.
Yeah, and I mean, it sort of looks like the whole system has to be rebuilt from the ground up, because if you've got aged care homes saying they're not making any money, and, you know, meanwhile people have to practically sell their organs in order to be able to afford to get into aged care homes, there is something seriously not right here. Now, whether that means more investment or it means you blow the whole thing up and start again because the system is just fundamentally not working, I do not know. But there is something seriously wrong. From the treatment to the fact that a business can't even make money. It honestly does not make any sense, and we are talking about the quality of life of people who have, you know, paid their taxes all their lives. The least they deserve is a decent standard of living in the last few years.
And surely they are not only our most vulnerable now, they are our most valuable. Surely there will be some pressure on the Treasurer to potentially draw a line in the sand and make a call on this, but either before the campaign or during, right?
Yeah, something has to be done. And I mean, it's one of those issues that we know health works really well as a campaign issue. You've only got to look to the recent state election in South Australia to see that. And, you know, when you say to people, think about grandma at the old folks' home, I mean, this is the sort of stuff that tugs on people's heartstrings. If this isn't an election issue, I'll be very surprised.